LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist back from Vermont and New York.
Yeah.
It's an ice skating tour.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good. They did good. It was a very heated competition. And had a nice time in New York.
How'd your daughter do?
It was a theater on ice team. So it's a big team of young girls. And, it's good times.
Any guys doing that?
Couple guys.
Gay on gay.
No. In fact,
Smart.
yes.
Shrewd.
Yes.
No.
See
I
what I'm
know.
talking about?
No, I know. Here's
you
the
go
thing.
one way or the other.
Yeah. Here's a little tip to you young lads out there. I know it's been said before, but if you choose a profession or if you choose classes when you're still in school that are exclusively guys, you play on the football team, well, guess what? You got dudes. You got dudes aplenty, and you got naked dudes. And you got sweaty dudes, and that's what you got.
Yep.
On the other hand,
If you like ladies.
If you like the ladies, go pick up the oboe and go sit in the Wynwood section, or go on the dance team, or go start taking ballet or something, whatever.
Cut hair. Ooh,
right.
Yeah. Ice skating.
Ice skating's good, and then later on in life, because you need to learn from my mistakes. Because
don't go into construction.
No,
go have an office place where there are women.
Look. I'm telling you that as a look, when you're 19, 20-year-old guy and you're out of high school and you're just entering the workforce at some sort of bottom level, whatever, you pick up a hammer or a shovel, you will be damned to just work with sweaty Guatemalan guys and, Vietnam vets strung out on painkillers. And then because you're only making $9 or $10 an hour, you ain't getting laid. You're coming home, you're driving a crappy truck, you have a roommate, 10 roommates in a small apartment. You got nothing.
So really, that should be the gay lifestyle.
Yes.
Let's face it.
Yes.
If you want to be gay, go into construction.
Yeah, but the other guys aren't gay. But eventually, if enough guys got into it, Well, they did. One of the Village people was
the construction
seemed
guy.
to do that. It could have worked for the phone company. But here's my point. My point is, or you're the exact same guy and you get a gig like bartending. Or even just bar backing.
Right.
Just something where you're working at McGinty's over by the beach. And you're not even pouring the drinks. You ain't Tom Cruise from Cocktail. You're just a bar back. Even just you're in the environment.
Yep.
There are chicks working there. There are chicks coming there. There are people having good times, celebrating. The exact same guy. I would love to do an experiment, but the exact same sort of 20-year-old guy who was decent looking but not a full-fledged hunk, getting the same pay, will get 1 million times more ass at that place than he will on a construction site.
Infinity more.
Oh, infinity more, because one number is zero.
That's right.
I actually owe ass for my
asymptotic. Woo.
Boom! Just
zero.
Cliffs of Dover. It's Half Dome of Yosemite. Pow! Straight up. That's how the graph goes. The graph actually starts bending over toward that side. It's the crest of a wave. You've never seen a graph go up and start bending the other way. Oh.
Bad times.
Oh, I know, but in high school, whatever, yes, be the one straight guy that's involved with skating. There'll be tons of chicks with eating disorders and low self-esteem throwing themselves at
Let's
you.
get off you that subject onto the shirt you're wearing. Onto the shirt you're wearing.
Yeah. Oh, I got Drew brought me a gift back from his travels.
Yes.
It's a smart blue, sort of cobalty blue T-shirt that just says junior college on it.
It looks like it should say Amherst College on it,
right?
But it says junior college,
and it is awesome.
Yeah,
and
it screamed at him. I saw it at a store. I said, have to take this home.
I appreciate it, and I'll wear it proudly while getting my ass kicked by junior college football team. But you should know that. Tom Kinney was in here, SpongeBob to you, and he shares my passion for my hatred of junior college.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yes.
Did he do it as SpongeBob or as?
No, he did it during, while we're in the bathroom.
Oh,
he I was like, enough already with junior college. He was tiring my ear out.
Worship the cloven hoofed prince of darkness.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is. All right. What else, Drew?
That I did some commentary on Tom Cruise. What do you think of his whole ordeal when he went crazy on the Today Show and started screaming at Matt Lauer
About
psychiatry
and psychiatry
and medication and drugs and I know the history and you need to study this and if you knew it like I knew it, you'd have the same belief system.
Yeah. Well, you know, here's what happens, Drew. You don't know because you're not a celebrity, but I know. I know the trappings of celebrity.
Well, they end up in a bubble and they start thinking they understand and know everything.
Yeah, and they don't, and anyone around them that tells them they're wrong or they should reel it in or when it gets fired.
Yeah.
You know what I was yapping about last night? Think about the Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yes.
And I was saying, if I tried to pull that crap with any of my buddies, and I intentionally hang out with most of my old buddies and Jimmy, who basically, they just critique the hell out of you. Here's why you need buddies. You need buddies because if you guys are going out on a Saturday night and you come walking out of the house wearing a leather vest and some bad boots, they need to yell at you to go back in the house and put some high tops on. We're not going out with one of the village people.
Yes,
you know
sir, Mr. Grohl.
They need
they will just
or beat the crap out of you.
Clothes hanger you.
Yes,
pow,
clothesline. Yes,
clothesline,
yeah, clothes hangers for the abortion.
Right.
The point is, or to get into the car. The point is they need your buddies. You need people in your life.
Who are
for
honest.
Drew, it's his wife, and then it's his wife and his wife and his wife, who says, look, where are you going? Who picked that shirt out? Go back up and put something else on. You look horrible.
Yeah.
What's going on? No, those glasses, the frames on those, make you look 1,000 times gayer than you already are. Go get some new ones. You know what I mean? That's what you need. Now, obviously, the Princes and the Tom Cruises of the world have extracted these people from their lives.
That's right.
Because could you imagine saying to me, Adam, listen, I'm no longer going to go as Dr. Drew. I'm going to go as this.
Yes,
you
sir,
just
Mr. Grohl.
You just drew the snake that was going up the side of that crutch. Caduceus's serpent was going up. Yeah, this is my new symbol. I'm no longer Dr. Drew. I'm a symbol.
And I'm the broadcaster formerly known as Dr. Drew.
Right, and here's the thing. I'd be like, well, how do I say your symbol, when we're starting the show? And you'd say, well, welcome to LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla, and that's the broadcaster formerly known as Dr. Drew. I'd be like, are you high? Are you an idiot? You got to be crazy. I'm going to beat the crap out of you right now.
No, you would not.
I would start smashing you with Caduceus cane right in the head.
Hermes up the ass.
The point is obviously the princes of the world don't have that person because they would go, well, I'm just thinking of going as a symbol, and all their friends would just give them a good prison beating.
Well, that's the other, and they remember how we sort of get, particularly the male movie stars. You and I kind of have found. Generally, they are so FOS.
Les, let me explain the sort of jackass pecking order that we've sort of
a word.
Bigger, pompous, arrogant, semi-dangerous jackasses in order of appearance.
Yeah.
The worst is probably the male
movie star.
Why? I mean, we know that from being the show, whether Keanu Reeves and the list goes on and on. Guys that are basically driftwood smart that think they have brains because they've eliminated all the people in their lives that call them idiots, and they only have yes people that are on the payroll.
And they have also the whole world going, "You're a genius, you're a genius, you're a genius." You know something the rest of us don't know.
Yes, sir, Mr. Grohl. Why should you be a genius when you start making movies at 19 and 20 years later?
How could you be?
You're just making another movie.
Yes.
Right. All right. Okay. So male actors worse. Female actors usually just vacuous.
But not
actors. Sorry, movies, features. Yeah. Now comedians are usually just nutty. Right. And can be nice, but the female ones are just off the charts, wacko.
Yeah. See, the male comedians are usually smart and will listen. Yes, sir, Mr. They may come back with some weird stuff. At least they're listening.
Right. Yeah. Now, ironically, probably the nicest of the group is the male sitcom
television.
actor.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or even dramatic. Like, remember the guys from the OC before they got huge? They were very, I don't know how they are now. We don't get to talk to them anymore.
Right.
But they were very, very nice and often humble.
Yeah. There's guys coming in from sitcoms always seem to be super friendly guys.
You got the Isai, Isai Morales.
Oh, my God. Him and Keanu Reeves ought to get together and just have a nice think tank. Go ahead and solve AIDS for us. That'd be awesome.
And
or maybe a band would be nice. That'd be awesome.
Strange enough, radio guys come out looking pretty good.
Yeah. Well, radio guys aren't really celebrities.
But I understand. But still, on the whole scale of things.
Yeah. Radio guys are usually just fat with bad haircuts, but they know they're not celebrities.
Right, that's true.
But male feature actors are always the worst. But anyway, what were we talking about?
But the truly smart guys, like the broadcaster, the news people and stuff.
Yeah.
Also very nice, very humble, very listening very carefully.
Usually.
Want their mind to be changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what happens when you're Tom Cruise? I don't know. I guess you don't have enough people from the old neighborhood calling you an idiot, and you just start spinning out a little bit. That's fine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Grohl.
But you know what? There's something about the guy doesn't bother me. I don't know why.
Yes, he's not unlikable.
Yes,
in fact,
he's sort of positive about things.
And in fact, I was watching this Today Show interview thinking, well, this isn't so bad. I mean, so the guy's got an opinion. Why are we beating him up about it? And then he just went,
yeah.
He just started attacking and really
psychology.
He just went into
therapy,
sort of a realm that was sort of he understood things and he was well trained. And I thought, that's just not true. You just don't know.
Well, it's really if people keep. If you're in a business where people keep asking your opinion and keep hanging on every word, you get more and more pompous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I don't know. It's like you become some sort of dictator that started off as a decent person, and 20 years into it, you're just playing golf with peasants' heads,
yes.
you know?
Interesting, yes.
Every guy, I mean, I suppose
it's
Saddam
sort of an absolute power
Hussein
thing.
or maybe Fidel Castro, or maybe all these guys had semi-decent intentions at some point.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, Stalin's just going to get Mother Russia back up on its feet and running and proud. You know, this people will be number one again.
Well, Hitler had good intentions. People believed in what he believed in.
Yeah, everybody was just super patriotic at the beginning, and then eventually that goes to paranoia, and then eventually you're having your brother executed.
Yes, right. Interesting. There you go. Right. So we've made the connection between
Cruz and
despotic dictators, in fact, heinous dictators from history, and male movie actors.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That being said, I am dying to see War of the Worlds. dying to see it. That's my kind of movie.
Yeah, I bet.
Spielberg and Cruz and stuff blowing up and aliens and on the run and special effects. That's a movie. Smart dialogue. Screw that. I want to see stuff. Matt?
What's up?
I am seeing War of the Worlds. Well, I'll see it this weekend. Don't stop me.
Okay, well.
Matt?
Yeah.
What's up? 23.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Yay.
Hey, look, I've been with this girl for about 3 years now, and the sex is great. As a matter of fact, she actually orgasms before I do, which is a godsend.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to oral sex, she's not responsive at all.
Right. In fact, strangely enough, I'm doing a show for Discovery Health Channel tonight at midnight where we discuss orgasm in huge detail.
Oh, that's why you're back in the studio.
That's why I'm back. Yeah,
you want to give a show plug.
Absolutely.
Why
else?
Get the plug.
But the point is, though, I get into this in great detail about how there's sort of like I think we ought to get a semicircle clock here going, Adam. Here's our clock. And on 60% of women, which is this part I'm coloring in here, I'm putting a pie chart together, then I'm coloring in 60%.
They call that a semicircle clock?
Well, I'm just thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm coloring in here is women that have orgasm only with oral sex.
60%.
60%. Then there's a group here.
And this is women 18 to 34 or all women?
This is once they begin having orgasms, which is older than 22 generally.
Okay.
And there's a group in here that has it, usually with intercourse, but sometimes with oral sex.
This chart is all women who orgasm, and we're breaking.
Right.
You
pretty
can't
much all
make it
women
on this half clock if you don't orgasm.
Pretty much all women orgasm.
Okay.
Pretty much. Well,
my penis would beg to differ.
I understand. And then there's a group out here that has orgasms multiple times, only only with intercourse and multiple times.
Where are they? Where are they?
They're out in here. This
Let's
like
find
10% or so.
How can I
bet, Matt,
identify them?
if you kept going, your girlfriend would have more than one. I bet you would have a series. And when you're out in this district here, you don't like oral sex.
Yeah, when you're at the far end of the spectrum and you're the 10 percentile.
Yeah, and even the ones that have it most of the time with intercourse tend not to like oral sex.
Well, Drew basing his hypotheses much on his own sexuality, which is not a huge fan of the oral because.
No, I'm basically we're talking to lots and lots of women too.
He's not a salad guy. He's a Salisbury steak man. He wants to dig in. He wants to put on the old feedback. He don't want no sushi. He wants vittles. Vittles. That's what he wants. He wants vittles between the sheets. Matt, cry me a river. He's fine.
He's fine, yeah.
Not into oral sex? Fine.
Yeah, and he's just curious. He's heard, I'm sure, that most women have. In fact, a woman asked me the other day, she's going, oh, my friends talk about oral sex. It's the only thing for them. I don't really like that, but I orgasm with intercourse every time. It's and she couched it in, that's the only way I can do it. Mm-hmm. It's like, what? Yeah, that's how screwed up we've made, all the women's magazines have made women, which is they're perfectly normal functioning. In fact, they're above normal, and they feel like there's something wrong with them.
Right. I'll tell you the difference between men and women. If a man is telling this to a woman, she's freaked out and disgusted, like someone approaching you. For men, if she's disgusting, we're disgusted, and if she's hot, we got a boner. You know what I mean? That's how we'll decide whether it's disgusting or not.
Oh, no.
Yes?
Horrible.
That's coming out of one of your mom's friends. It's like, hold on while I vomit into this waste paper basket.
Is that what we're saying?
What was that? Multi-orgasm.
Hang on.
Not lubricating as you like you did in your 30s. That's how that works. But if she's hot, it's like, do tell. I like when the chick's hot, you start asking those questions like it's not hot, but you're trying to just kind of get a little further. Remember that one? Like, but 69 and can be pretty cool too.
Oh, you don't like that?
Oh, yeah, me neither. No, not me. Yeah, but you keep going. But here's the where were we? But Drew, okay, so women that are multi-orgasmic, can we? I don't want to oversimplify it, but maybe there's two things working. One is they just want to get to
they either can't orgasm that way or it actually feels uncomfortable.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying two things. Just hear me out. One, I know they can't orgasm that way, and that's why they just want to kind of get to it. This isn't the way they orgasm, so let's get to it. And then number two, what if their machinery is so ultra sensitive,
right? It's more
that it's almost uncomfortable,
right?
And it's sort of like rubbing your finger on the top palate of your mouth, like it kind of tickles. It's weird. It's uncomfortable.
More in that vein because there's not that version of the guy. The guy may not be able to have an orgasm, may not be interested in it, but it still feels good to a guy.
But could we surmise that their sensitivity is what gives them the vaginal orgasm?
I think so.
And maybe the women who aren't having the vaginal orgasm are just less sensitive down there.
I think something like that is accurate.
Wow.
Something along those lines. And it's now been shown some very good studies have shown that this entire mechanism is genetically dependent. So this idea that you could make somebody multi-orgasmic, BS. There's now good evidence that it's all genes, and that's that. Just like how your butt looks and how you're proportioned and all kind of stuff. Yeah. So we have to have videos of how to become multi-orgasmic, really?
Right, right. No. And, gotta grab the workout video too. Stephanie?
Yes.
Stephanie?
Yeah?
26?
Yes.
Here you go.
What's happening?
Well, my question is, my husband was diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic about a year ago. Mm-hmm. And I'm wanting to know what the reality of him getting on meds and staying on meds is, because so far he's found every reason in the book to get off meds.
Which is something, a strange sort of phenomenon in schizophrenics and in bipolar patients too oftentimes, is they don't like to take the medicine for some reason. And schizophrenia can be really, really quite well treated. It's a biological disorder of the brain. It often has a sort of not really a genetic basis to it, but there appears to be some familial trends with it. We don't exactly know what triggers it, but it's something that causes a disruption in normal functioning of the brain, where people hear things, they have delusional preoccupations, they get paranoid, and there are medicines specifically designed to correct that and do quite well in doing so.
If he doesn't take his meds, you're going to have a hard time hanging out with him, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I left about a month ago because he tried to kill himself in front of me with a gun. So,
Nice.
How did that work out?
well, he had stopped taking meds, and he got a really crazy idea in his head, and there's nothing I could do to convince him otherwise.
Well, he's got to read Dianetics. You don't understand the answers from within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like a volcano exploding.
And giving the medicine will just cover that.
Yeah,
Just cover
that'll mask it. No, look, if you have a serious gash in the side of your car, you wouldn't just put toothpaste on it and try to cover it up. You'd have it fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I like when people do that kind of stuff. Oh, okay, exactly the same.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I see.
I see.
So it's my soul and not my brain. Okay.
Right, I see.
Anyway.
So he's got to get on his medication. He's going to have to understand, as bad off as he is, or almost like an alcoholic, like, look, unless you do this,
there will be consequences.
The relationship is going to end.
And there's some long-acting medicines sometimes that can be used. Even so, I'll tell you what, Stephanie, it is a disease marked by relapses. It's something that needs to be monitored and followed very carefully by a doctor. And, boy, if he doesn't do that, he's going to end up sort of talking to himself wearing Kleenex boxes in the street.
Can he work?
No, he's actually, he's the type where he really thinks that he's hearing God's voice, and he's hallucinating, so work's just not really an option for him.
Even when he's on medication?
When he's on medication, the hallucinations definitely go away, but he still thinks he's hearing from God. That is still going on.
And
do you have do you have kids, is what I'm asking? Yes.
Well, we don't have a child together. I have a child from a previous marriage, but we don't have any kids together.
Got to be delightful for the kid,
Yeah.
by the way. How old's the kid?
She's 7.
Uh-huh. 7. Wow. Yeah. And by the way, you got a 7-year-old and a divorce on your belt. You just
26?
Just 26, and you're working on your second divorce. What's up,
Yeah.
baby? Yeah.
That's why I want to make this marriage work, because I don't want to be divorced twice with a kid and be 26.
All right. So here's the deal. Don't get the guy pregnant, and then, don't get you don't let the guy get you pregnant, or get the guy pregnant.
Yeah,
and because they have those very realistic strap-ons now, Drew.
Just really quickly, does he have a drug history?
Yeah, he actually was a severe alcoholic and drug addict from age 12 to about age 20.
Because I wonder, is he doing any stimulants lately? Any speed?
Well, the thing was, we had originally started seeing somebody that gave him Adderall for OCD,
right?
And he got really addicted to that.
Yeah. See, I sometimes schizophrenia gets. I've seen many drug addicts misdiagnosed as schizophrenics when they're using a lot of hallucinogens or stimulants. They can look exactly like a schizophrenic. So the one hopeful note here is that perhaps he's not schizophrenic and just a bad drug addict, and maybe getting to some sobriety. And if he's not in sobriety, even if he's schizophrenic, he really needs to get into a program of recovery.
My brother-in-law is schizophrenic, and he's fine except for the way he wears his hats. We talked about that.
What does he do?
Well, first off, schizophrenics and all crazy people wear weird hats. And their hats always look like somebody took them, pulled it off their head, mashed it, just started wringing it out, then fluffed it once and smashed it back onto their head.
Right.
They don't wear the hat. The hat sits on their head.
It's perched.
It's perched.
Yeah.
It's like a hat landed on your head and took a crap. And it always drives me nuts because I'm like, look, give me that thing, fluff that thing out a couple times and pull it on like you're on a baseball team. But it's just like the front's a little askew and it's never filled with their head. There's more air in it and it's sort of mashed. It's accordioned on their head, and the back thing is like unsnapped sometimes or something, and it's like, look, I wouldn't know you were nuts if you snapped the thing on your hat and put your hat on right. Like there's a weird part, and I know that's what makes you nuts, and this is why I feel like I'm a traveler from future time, sent back in time to be driven insane and eventually kill myself. Eventually I thought I was here to do work.
Yeah,
now I
no.
realize I'm here to kill myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This is your purgatory.
look, I want to scream like, look, snap the hasp in the back of the hat, fluff it out once, and pull it on, and no one will know you're nuts. I mean, if you start talking, they'll know you're nuts, but not the guy next to you on the bus, unless you open your mouth. Now I can see your nuts from 300 yards because the hat's smashed on and weird. You see old guys that way, too. Oh, crazy old guy. Look at that hat.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to the guy who's wearing a decent ball cap or golfing cap or something that looks like it's pulled on.
Yep, you're right.
Guys who wear hats the right way actually look saner
Yes.
than your average person.
Right. Yes, sir, Mr. Scroll. You can pull that off.
Pull it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to have like a seminar where I just work with crazy people on how to wear hats. You could look 100% saner just by putting the right hat on at the right time. And then I would get my celebrity friends together and we'd get money to get hats. I'd get like organizations like the Dodgers and the Angels. We wouldn't need the Kings. We don't want any of those hockey helmets.
Yeah.
But just get people to donate hats. Come on, you're a celebrity. You got your own. You play that golf tournament. You're never going to wear that hat. Donate it to crazy people who don't know how to wear hats. We'll work out some sort of clever acronym. And we'll fluff it, and I'll have seminars and tutors and everything. We'll put the hats on, and no one will know they're nuts. And here's the other thing you can't do when you're crazy. You can't have that huge tuft of hair sticking out the front of the hat or sticking out of the hole in the back. That's the other thing, too. It's like when you put a hat on, you got to pull your hair back or get it out of your face. You know what I mean? It's the other thing. It's like you pull your pants up and snap those. You know what I mean?
HWH, how to wear hats.
How to wear hats. And then we all get together and we cut an album. All the proceeds, after I get my 50% for expenses, go into hats, go into hat education. You know what I mean? Hat awareness. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's take a break, Drew.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? Big old fat tuft of bang.
Oh, yeah.
Just big clump of hair sticking out in the front, back all mashed, a little bit askew. You know what?
What is that?
If you just do that thing where you sort of pull your bangs back and just sort of pull it on once, sanest guy on the block. Now, crazy man. Someone should be chasing you with a butterfly net. All because of the hat. All right. Or just don't wear a hat.
Right.
All right. But you know what? If they could put the hat on right, they wouldn't be crazy.
If they had the HWH Society, they'd be fine.
That'd be awesome. Get Keanu Reeves to speak. Get Tom Cruise in there. It'd be awesome. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Check out James Patterson's #1 bestseller, Maximum Ride, at MaximumRide.com. You might even get to hear yourself in a radio commercial.
Yeah. What is happening, everybody? Dr. Drew, making a rare appearance. Back in the hizzy after a little whirlwind tour of Vermont. Vermont sounds nice.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
And New
I
York,
gotta say.
that's boring.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I went to college, in Western Massachusetts, which is very much like Vermont.
Mm.
And then it was in Burlington, where it's active enough there that when you get there, they tell you there's two things to do. You can go to the Vermont Teddy Bear Factory,
Or the coat factory.
where, by the way, there's no Burlington Coat Factory. Strangely enough, you can go to the Teddy Bear Factory. You and I do promotions for every year, and every radio professional on Earth is represented in that factory except you and I.
Oh, you mean there's pictures of
yeah.
everybody?
Of course, you and I. It's almost funny to think about.
Yeah.
And then the other alternative is to go to the Ben & Jerry's ice cream factory, which is where, Ben & Jerry's, you would think it was IBM. It's just, we have Ben & Jerry's here.
Wow.
It's an ice cream maker.
Yeah.
Huh?
You should have a flavor.
I should?
Yeah. Yeah. Tastes like lithium or something.
The cough syrup. It'd be sort of like a Krusty the Clown.
Triple lithium fudge.
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Picture you on there.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Think about this.
Yeah. I'd like to come up with my own flavor. And actually, I'd just like to take Chunky Monkey. Because here's the deal. You got like Cherry Garcia and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. How about we toss Chunky Monkey? There's no monkey. Plus, I think it's a little derogatory.
Yes.
Yeah. How about just Adam Flatum or something? You know what I'm
thinking
saying?
Dr. Drew's something off Dextromethorphan.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Drew's
Dexter Delight.
Dexter Delight.
Yeah. Rachel,
Yeah.
you're 18?
Yeah.
You've heard of vaginal rejuvenation?
Yeah, I did. My boyfriend actually brought it up to me, and he was telling me that our sex is not that good anymore because I'm too loose.
Oh, my God.
And then he, suggested this vaginal rejuvenation that he read about in the back of, some LA Weekly or something like that.
All right, Rachel, here's the deal. A, that is for women that have had babies, had vaginal deliveries of babies. Is that you?
No.
Okay, that's what that is for. It's for rejuvenation after baby.
Wow.
Okay? I did a whole show on this damn thing.
You have a horrible boyfriend.
You have a horrible boyfriend, exactly. And by the way, I talked to dozens of men whose wives went through this vaginal rejuvenation, and really none of them had any complaints beforehand. It was all the women sort of didn't like how they looked, basically.
Mm-hmm. Rachel.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your boyfriend?
I don't know. I've been with him for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe this is, but I'm thinking about how guys' minds work, and maybe this is a diabolical sort of scheme building for the anal sex thing. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, he did ask me about that.
Yeah, there we go.
Interesting.
See, I think that's what he's up to.
I'm not so hot about trying that.
Right. Therefore, honey, we got a choice. We can either do that, or you have to have a surgery.
Wow.
See, this guy's an A-hole.
Yeah, you want to go under that gamma knife?
Actually, there's a good one with laser. It's done in, where the hell did I find this woman?
In the vagina.
No.
What do you mean?
North Carolina.
Where else would you do it?
North Carolina.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Rachel, this guy's, I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
What's he do for a living? Does he sell something?
Yeah, he sells clothes. He works at a store.
Yeah. Salespeople are horrible people.
Does he go to school?
Yeah, he does.
How old is he?
He's 23.
What's he studying in school?
Oh, he's an art student.
Studying manipulation of young women. You're 18. He's 23.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy. I don't trust him.
And what a bizarre thing. It's sort of a bizarre preoccupation of his. We don't trust the sort of whole impulse. And he's stupid enough to recommend something that's completely out of, just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Drop $5,500 on this as an 18-year-old woman who's never had a child?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
there is no rejuvenation for the juven.
Yeah. You're juven. You're juvenile.
He's from the country
juven
or
comes
something
from?
like that. I think he's from down south.
Yeah, whatever, Rachel. You're making excuses
okay.
for him.
Well,
Well, that explains it then. He's fine. Well,
Yeah.
why'd you say so?
You're from South. Yeah. Ever heard of Southern Gentlemen?
Oh.
Okay, goofball. Maybe you deserve this guy.
Hey. Hey.
What are you doing? Hold on. I'm smelling junior college on you, baby. Yeah?
Hey. Maybe, but no. Yeah.
What junior college you going to?
Moore Park.
Hold on. Shocking.
My
Shocking.
God.
All right, please dislodge yourself from that abode of the damned and get a job, would you please?
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Listen, stupid people. Don't go to junior college. I was telling people the other night, why don't you just jump headfirst into La Brea tar pits? It's a more fruitful way to spend your time. You get more out of it. At least someone will wedge a nickel in your ass once in a while.
Yeah, you participate in history that way, at least.
Yeah, that's right. You're next to a styrofoam brontosaurus. It's awesome. With some McDonald's wrappers stuck to it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Sloth.
Yeah, sloth. You don't hear about the 4-toed, just the 3-toed. Josh?
Yes.
You're 28?
Yes.
What's happening?
Me and my wife just got married in February, and we want to be. She wants to be more intimate with me, in a way that she hasn't been with any other guy, which is with anal. And we've tried lubrication, and every time we've tried it, it hurts her.
Hold on. Hold on.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
You have a amazing bogus quality to your voice. Man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and lately my batting average has been really high. People just, I see through you like rice paper. Something's up. I don't buy it.
What do you mean?
Now, I'm going bogus.
Why?
Bogus call, Josh. I don't know what, you're a bad actor. I don't
hang on.
believe it.
What's your question?
Well, my question is, is there anything else other than lubrication that we can use for anal sex? That's the thing I wanted to ask.
Like car wax or something? Or
I don't know.
Chicken
I
fat?
don't know what's out there, really. The only thing I really know about with that particular kind of sex is just regular lubrication.
Right.
And
you want to,
because like my wife is really.
You want to step up to like a synthetic or a multigrade?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, here's the thing. Pennzoil makes one for high mileage ass. She got over 100,000 miles. Josh, what's up? What do you do?
I work as a waiter, and I'm also going to school as well. I'm learning to become a psychologist.
Okay.
Learning to become a psychologist.
All right.
What is that?
There's something very insincere about you.
Learning to become a psychologist? What does that mean, even?
Studying psychology.
I'm going to school right now to try to become I want to learn to help kids with special needs.
Okay. All right.
That's not necessarily a psychologist.
Well, he wants to help. There's nothing wrong with that. And like to help himself to some anal, too, while he's helping the kids. When he's not helping the kids, he's helping himself to some anal. Josh.
Yes.
Have you ever been with a guy?
No.
Ever thought about it?
No.
Not in your vocabulary?
No.
Nothing, huh?
I have a lot of gay friends. I'm a waiter, obviously, so I have a lot of gay friends, but other than that.
All right, so
How
here's
many
the
women have you been with?
How dare you?
At least 50.
At least 50?
Uh-huh.
No, not the oldest one you've been with.
The oldest one I've been with?
No, we're looking for numbers.
The oldest lady I was with, I was 20 and she was 40.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Did she have a penis?
A what?
Okay. Listen, Josh, here's the thing. All right, we're busting your chops. Our spider sense is tingling with you. But here's the thing. No, ever get molested when you were a child by a male?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, there it was.
There it was. We heard that on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I kept pounding on.
I got molested when I was younger, and I also got raped when I was 17 by a male.
17?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
How do you, at gunpoint, a
happened?
knife point or something?
Well, I've never. This guy was a friend of mine, supposedly a friend, and he was teaching me how to become a better singer. I was in choir at the time, and I never drank any kind of alcohol at that time. I grew up in a really small community, and he took me off to the side. He said he was having a heart attack. He wanted to. He was going to have either a heart attack or something with his heart was going to kill him.
How old was this guy?
I don't even remember.
Is he a 50-year-old guy?
No, he wasn't that old. He was probably about in his late 20s, early 30s.
Uh-huh. And he's a friend of yours, yeah. He said he was going to have a heart attack?
He was a friend of the teachers, and he became a friend of mine because he was helping me with my singing lessons and whatnot, because he was an opera singer.
Mm-hmm.
And,
he said he was going to die.
Right. Yeah,
He
keep
told
going.
told you he was going to die.
Interesting story.
But he took me down to the beach. You know, he was telling me like what was going on. He wanted to put me on his life insurance policy, and right before we went down to the beach, so he bought some alcohol. And because at first we were walking up to the store, he asked me, what I want to drink. I told him what kind of soda I want. He goes, "No, what do you want to drink?"
Are you cool?
I'm like, do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he basically, he didn't force the alcohol down my throat, obviously. I drank it willingly, and I got smashed, and he raped me.
Wow. And I mean, you look at yourself as being raped.
Uh-huh. Very much so, because I was telling him, don't do this, stop, da-da-da.
Right. Okay.
But he's already been victimized as a kid. So,
Right. Who victimized you when you were a kid?
No, he didn't victimize me.
No,
I
I
was
said
victimized
who?
Actually, by a family member.
Who did?
Ugh.
Oh, boy. That's horrible.
All right.
Hey, Josh. So,
I was molested and abused mentally and physically when I was a kid.
all right. So and now you want to go into a field where you can help children that have been abused.
Yes, exactly.
All right. That's noble. And that's usually, it's either that or start molesting other people.
You're right.
So
Right.
don't do that. Yeah, okay. All right. So, and you're married.
How's that relationship going, your marriage?
Oh, it's great. It's the best relationship I've ever been in before in my life.
All right.
All right.
Don't worry about the anal sex.
Yeah, you guys are intimate enough.
Yeah. Having anal sex doesn't make it more intimate, okay?
But what?
I know that, but like
all right. Water-soluble lube, they ain't going to do better than that.
No. I guess there are, there are graduated plugs or something you could use. Or, there are crazy things you can do if you demand that act.
Yeah.
I would sort of consult with a store that sells these things. I'm sure they have paraphernalia, but the fact is that doesn't make things more intimate.
No.
Now if she needs that, is into that, but then it wouldn't be too painful for her then. So not for her.
We got to wrap up, but here's the thing.
We heard something with him. We got it. Whoa.
Yeah,
I wrote gay down. I was pounding on it.
Drew's
gaydar was on.
Yeah, Gago counter was off the charts.
So he's not really gay, but he had all that.
No, but then I asked if he was abused because there was something. Now here's the thing, everyone. I know we sound like pompous asses, but Drew and I just hear voices. We don't see people. We don't see how they're dressed or what kind of car they pulled up in or how they chose to present themselves. We just hear their voice, and their voice sort of makes us feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And I felt like he was insincere. I felt he was BSing, but I think that
he was disconnected.
He's disconnected, right, which is what happens when you get sexually abused by a family member for a long period of time. But then Drew felt gay, but then, and by the way, we've not closed the chapter or the book on young Josh. I wonder if he's a six-pack away from another tryst with one of the co-workers, another rape, perhaps. But anyway, whatever it was, is we heard something weird in his voice, and you know what was nice? He was very forthright with the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's heavy stuff talked about on the radio. God bless him. And
there's nothing worse for us than to go, did something happen to you? No, never did. Then we walk away thinking we need to recalibrate ourselves. Instead, we feel like geniuses and we're empowered. All right. Sorry, Josh. Water soluble. And God bless. Thank you. Take a little break, and we'll be right back after this.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Ready for something new? Try Durex Tingling Condoms. There's sex, and then there's Durex. Huh? Yeah. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I can't get out of bed. I got about a year off, so everyone around me is going to have to just step it up a little bit. And by the way, I don't want any change in lifestyle. I'm going to fly my model planes for a year. Take some time to find myself. I'm overwhelmed. I have chronic fatigue syndrome and whatever else, some sort of joint thing. Phantom joint pains. I got to relax. Drew said to relax.
take a year off.
Take a year off. Hey, phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew in the hizzy.
Those of you listening on the West Coast, Discovery Health Channel at midnight tonight, please check out the Orgasm Show.
Awesome show. I didn't, let's see. Well, yeah, I'm going to TiVo it.
No, you've seen this one, I think.
I've seen it. Awesome. Steve?
Yeah.
19?
Yeah.
What's up?
I've been taking steroids for about a month and a half now, and my balls, they came up, like they shrunk up. They didn't shrink, they just, like they were cold, And
they shrank. Let's be fair.
Yeah. And I was told that, they'll come down eventually, but...
Yeah, when you stop doing steroids.
Oh, duh.
Although I've seen situations where they don't, actually.
Hold on. Steve, is this a bogus call, or are you just kind of a jackass?
Well, I'm a jackass for taking steroids for one, but no, it's not bogus. I've been taking steroids for a month and a half. And
why?
Yeah. Why? I've been a skinny kid, I don't know, through 6th grade all the way up. I worked out through that whole time, and my body type, you don't gain.
Right.
You gain a little muscle, but you don't show. So I started taking it. But
big difference?
Yeah. Gained a lot of weight. Probably about an extra 35 pounds in a matter of a month. And
Wow.
I don't know. But anyways, even
That's
during
not bad.
sex, my balls never came down.
Yeah, Steve, your testicles shrink. Your body's been taken over by an androgen. You give yourself, in other words, what your body normally produces, you've now flooded your system with. So the organs that produce that shut down, and when they shut down, they kind of shrink up. And that is your testes.
Hey, I was watching, so no duh, like you said.
Right.
I was watching Real Sports, and they did an interesting story, which is interviewed a bunch of guys who sort of did steroids responsibly. And everyone has that reaction or knee-jerk reaction to it. But according to this story, there hasn't been a lot of definitive data produced on long-term steroid use. And I know people do that. Hey, Lyle Alzado died of a brain tumor.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, my wife's friend died 5 years ago. She didn't do any steroids.
We don't know. You
know
don't
what I
know
mean?
the long-term effects.
Sometimes 45-year-old guys have brain tumors.
Right.
Sometimes 25-year-old guys have brain tumors.
Right.
You know, it's not. And yes, those guys did steroids, or those guys could have smoked, or they could have drank cognac. But it doesn't necessarily mean.
Yeah.
And
Our governor did a lot of steroids.
Right. They talked to George Dumagian. Who's our governor? The point is, or is it Sam Yorty? The point is they talk to guys who are like, I've used it for 30 years. I use it correctly, and I'm in the best health of my life. I'm 70 years old. I have a lot of muscle mass. This used responsibly?
We don't know what that means. That's the problem.
Right. And we assume it's bad, but what they're saying is, well, it's not really. I mean, people just do that. Oh, steroids are going to kill you kind of thing. I know we got to take a break. But there's not really long-term whatever.
Let's pick up the discussion. We'll talk.
Okay. We'll talk about that after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Who? Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sat around here with Dr. Ben and
Bruce.
Dr. Marcel.
Oh, how's Marcel?
Marcel's good. I mean, actually, Marcel's actually fairly quiet. But when he has answers.
Any new procedures or anything you wants to promote?
Let's see. Anything with the laser, the boobs?
Yeah, I figured those would be the two areas he'd be talking about.
No. Silicone's back.
Yeah.
And safer than ever. Never really was dangerous. And it's one of those things that we talked about, which is like many things in our society that you people just take as gospel sometimes, because you see some stat or you hear somebody's story on Oprah and it's real easy. It's like, look, I was living in the house and then the mold started taking over.
Right.
The killer mold started, and I had asthma. My child had asthma. I had to be rushed I had to rush them to the emergency hospital. We had to move out into a hotel. Here's all I hear. Everyone else hears the story. I just hear, I'm nuts. I'm nuts. I'm nuts. And once in a while, I'm goddamn nuts. They underscore it. Yeah, you're nuts.
But getting back to the overstating data.
Yeah, well,
it takes us back to the steroid discussion.
Well, hold on. The stuff with the silicone versus the saline. Silicone was never dangerous. It was just nutty broads. Same ones that I guarantee I would love to look into their histories with the environmental, sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Of course, they got the boob job in the first place, which could mean puts them on a list, a large list, but a list of we should take a closer look at that.
Remember, that was back in the day where that's an exotic procedure, too.
Well, that's true, too. I mean, here's the deal. Boob jobs, dime a dozen now. Back in the day,
when they started complaining about this stuff.
People getting the boob jobs, that was a certain list of crazy.
Female impersonator.
Right. So, I guarantee these are the same people with all these syndromes that never really, no doctor can ever get to the bottom of and never show up. Here's my feeling. If it don't show up on an x-ray, you don't got it.
Well,
that's the way I look at it.
Now you're talking like Tom Cruise, though.
That's right. He's my hero.
Okay.
Him and Keanu. Point Break.
Anyway,
awesome
the
flick.
steroid thing is, the point is well taken, that we really don't know the risks of steroids. It's very hard to document. The use patterns are all over the place. It's clear that high dose, long-term, bad thing. And I made the comment to Adam, I said, we're all the Mr. Americas and Mr. Universes from 10, 20 years ago. They're gone.
Well,
dead.
Well, where's Billy Ray Cyrus? You know what I mean? He's alive somewhere. I just don't know where he is.
All right. Be that as it may. A lot of
Florida, if they're alive, though. I'm going with Florida.
Probably big doses of things. And then there are smaller things. There's different kinds of things now. And do these things really have long-term? We don't know. I have a general philosophy that if you're not treating a disease state, you could only have a negative effect.
Well, but I got a couple things to say about that. First off, I'm sitting here with Dr. Ben, the Vag Doc, and he's telling me, about how, women can control their periods via the hormone and birth control, and that it's common practice now, and they don't really even think that women need to have their periods really anymore. And, I say to him, well, does it seem weird that you're sort of ingesting a hormone and sort of controlling your flow? And he's like, no, it's good. It's healthy. There's nothing wrong with it. So sometimes you can kind of monkey with yourself, and it turns out it's kind of better for you. Because I think a lot of people had this and still have this thought about like birth control. Like, come on, now you're playing God. You're going on a honeymoon, so you're stopping your period, or you've decided to do away with your periods altogether, kind of thing. I know it's a different thing. I'm no scientist.
Yes.
I'm just a humble broadcaster. But I'm saying a philosopher warrior, it sort of falls under the same heading, which is, look, you're monkeying and manipulating, and as it turns out, doesn't seem to be any fiddler to pay for this manipulation, at least with the ladies. This a little bit different, but it was a very interesting story where they said, where is the data? Where is the long-term data? Where are the research papers? On male steroids. Where is it? And it's a knee-jerk thing, which is this is bad, this is wrong. You're playing God. You're looking for an unfair advantage. This is not the American way. You're trying to cheat the system, and you will be punished. Yeah. And it's really almost a religious philosophy, which is, go ahead and whore it up now. Have fun. I'll see you in hell.
Well, but there is, in fact, in nature, in human biology, you don't get a free lunch. I've said this a million times. There's always a price to be paid for things. And here's the deal with
always.
Well, here's the deal with the female hormones, for instance. You're trying to prevent, for the most part, a pregnancy, which is a dangerous state. You're trying to prevent, and there are long-term studies with women. You have both. You have something, and it's not completely risk-free. People have strokes. People have clots. It's not like it's a zero risk.
Yeah, but
the risk of pregnancy is also quite substantial.
Well, but they're doing it, and they're manipulating and controlling themselves, and there seems to be no adverse effect or long-term effect.
To how they manipulate it, not to just whether you do it or don't do it. In other words, taking birth control pills, cycling it is no different than not cycling it. Yeah. But taking birth control pills versus not taking birth control pills, there are some risks of taking birth control pills. Well, but you yourself always say that it's probably safer
than
pregnancy.
Well, not only than pregnancy, but that it can lower certain
there are some health benefits.
Other health benefits.
There are some health benefits.
That probably evens out.
Yes.
Point is there are things we do all the time in medicine that are sort of manipulating the body, cheating death. Mm-hmm. Hey, give me your bone marrow. We're going to put it in my body. That kind of thing. This has to do with vanity and cosmetics in a sense, but one could also argue that the 70-year-old guy who's on the juice has more muscle mass than most 50-year-old guys, therefore stronger, able to resist. Maybe, if this guy slips in his bathtub, he's not breaking a hip. He's breaking the tub.
Point well taken.
All right, so all I'm saying is I need some juice.
Okay, so I have to score for you on that front, too?
All I'm saying is we have sort of knee-jerk reactions
Yes.
to this like we
Right.
do to cockroaches.
You're right.
And then you stop and you go, anyone ever get attacked by a cockroach or bitten by a cockroach or anyone killed by a cockroach? You know what I mean? You go,
Yeah.
all right, well, let's just take a look.
There you go.
It's ugly, so we don't like it. Brooke,
Hi.
what is
Oh my
up?
God.
You're 20.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be talking to you guys. I've listened to you guys forever. Ever since
Thanks.
Adam was saying the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
I bet that's still on tape.
Oh, wait, Kenny Anderson's played it 28 times since you've been gone. He loves
The world is your oyster. I mean, because that's all the world is.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for you guys.
The world is your oyster. I mean, because that's all the world is.
Okay.
I've been in a relationship with this guy for a while, and I'm very much in love, and he's very much in love with me, and our sex is very good. But he takes a very long time to reach orgasm. A very long time. Like 45 minutes. And
Now I thought you said I thought your sex was good.
it is, but
How good can it be when it's taking a very long? I mean, very long time. Like, ouch.
Yeah.
How could that be good?
while it starts to hurt, and
Right.
Yeah, your oyster gets sore.
Oh.
yeah, and he doesn't understand why I don't want to have sex 3 and 4 times in 1 week. I
know.
only want to do it
But
once
it's the
or
greatest.
twice.
It's so fantastic, though.
And I don't
awesome.
know what I could do to make him go faster.
Well, what's up? Probably nothing. Is he?
He may be able to do something though.
Is he? Has he been with many ladies beside you?
No, I'm his first.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, that's what it is. See, these guys, they've been beating. Is he circumcised?
Yeah, he is.
These guys that have been beating off for 9 years before they. How old is he?
He's 21.
21
9
years,
years.
first lady.
9 years.
Yeah, make it 11 years. No, seriously, the guy's been beating off since 13,
Yeah.
maybe 14. He has,
Logged a few hours.
7, 8 years under his belt. And by the way, those are the gravy years.
Put that in man hours.
Oh, hold on a second. I mean, I'm going to give...
It's comical.
I'm going to give the guy the benefit of the doubt and say he started beating off at 15. No. Okay, let's call it 14. Let's call it 14.
So let's give it 7 full years.
Let's give it
8 years. He's 21.
Well, let's just give it whatever. Let's just give him seven years beating off.
Right.
Okay. Again,
3 times a week, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I'm just going to say because there's no such thing as weekends when you're beating off.
Say 100 times
every
a
day's a
year.
work day when you're beating off. You know what I mean?
100 times a year.
Oh, no.
200 times a year?
No, yeah.
200.
No, I was basically just going to go daily.
Okay. All right, 300.
I mean, you go daily when you're 15, 16, 17.
give him 300.
And then
we're going to go
you're
conservative with
19
him.
and you're not getting laid. All right, okay.
300 times 7.
2,100 times the guy has orgasmed without you.
And put that in man hours. A guy that takes 45 minutes.
Oh, well, no, no.
It's 3,000 man hours.
No, but he doesn't. Yeah, he could have built a suspension bridge across the Potomac.
Easily.
But here's the thing. Sunk the caissons the first 1,000 times he beat off. Then the suspension, the actual steel structure. No, but here's the whole thing.
3,000 man hours.
No. I'll tell you why. Because when the guy's alone, it takes him 4 minutes because he's honed that skill.
Yeah. All right.
Here's stepmom coming down the hall. You got to move fast.
So he has to bring himself to that point and then bring her into the action, or use her as though she were his hand.
Yeah.
One or the other.
No. Well, let's talk
to Brooke.
Brooke.
Yeah.
So does he masturbate?
He will go like a whole week without masturbating.
Really? Trying.
Yeah,
he's trying to save something for you.
Yeah, and I told him, I say, no, masturbate, whack away. Don't wait for me, because if I'm only doing it once a week with him, that's going to take like 2 hours,
Well,
no. He's trying to make it quicker by waiting. See?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess because I'm more sexually experienced than he is.
Yeah.
I had 3 other partners before him.
Well, listen, hold on a second. Drew's coffee mug is more sexually experienced than he is. Everyone is more sexually experienced. He has the same experience as newborns, or as experienced as he is sexually before he met you. Well, no, that's all right, but
he needs to figure this out.
Here's what you need to do. I think here's where the answer lies. What position does he masturbate in, or did he when he was going through high school?
I think lying down.
Lying on his back.
Yeah.
Then you got to get on top of him.
Okay.
You understand?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Because he's inverted otherwise.
Oh.
So
Not
this
my
guy.
favorite position, but
Well, but here's the thing. This guy has 2,100 orgasms on his back. You're going to flip him over like a turtle.
You know what we never talk about or realize is the position preference that people have, and why.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Well, my dad was a doggy man.
So it's an inherited thing, or
and his dad before him.
So it's inherited because you didn't know your dad. You never saw your well, maybe
my dad,
your grandpa,
doing it.
Well, you're implying that Yeah, I said it was genetic.
Well,
you said, grandpa.
No, but we have old photos,
old pictures,
and there's some portraits.
And some.
Actually, my great grandfather was actually in the Civil War and did it.
Is that thing you got at your house that it's sort of there's a silhouette inside, and you spin it, and it's got little slats on it, and all of a sudden there's grandpa moving.
Yeah, you've got to put a candle in there.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's what he's doing. I couldn't make it out.
Well, that's my great. It's Ulysses Ubangus. It's on my mother's side.
Corolla.
No, Ubangus is my mother's maiden name. There's Angus Ubangus. He's a great man. Friendly fire. Got a musket. Trying to free the slaves. But Ulysses and Angus Ubangus were both.
And he was trying to free Amos Ubangus?
Ulysses, and Angus Ubangus. Oh, great. The whole Ubangus clan.
Uh-huh.
All doggy-style men. And
came in through your mom's side, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Actually, one of the...
I always thought it was the Y chromosome that caused
No. And, back then, they didn't have, carpeting, with padding and everything. So my grandfather, he gave me his knee towel. Oh, yes. Almost worn. Oh, well, you can see light through it.
Is that what your knee? I thought that was shrapnel on your grandpa's knee.
No, that's why he walks with a limp. Yeah, he's a doggy man from way back then. But, the beds were so high that you couldn't do it up on the bed. So you just, had that oak plank floor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a splinter.
Didn't have 10.
I thought it was like the side of a ship that came in.
No, didn't have 10K.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah, didn't have a bunch of polyurethane on it either. It was just tongue oil. It'd take the skin right off your knee. Yeah.
Anyway, that's something we never talk about.
No, we never.
But isn't it interesting how people? I mean, and Brooke sort of brought that. Oh no, that's not for me. I don't like that on top stuff. We have other women who's like, top. That's it. That's the way I do it.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know, but
and it's not always about how
my
it feels.
great uncle Adolf Ubangus, he actually died in the doggy position.
Oh, so all of them?
Yeah, he was so vigorous that they actually knocked a lantern down, and it was just a fire.
Gustavo Ubangus?
Gustavo, Adolf, Angus, his wife Eunice, Ubangus, all of them. They all perished in the fire. Yeah.
The fire. It's very tragic.
So vigorous. It really, like I said, it just
toppled the floor on fire.
Toppled the lantern. Oil went everywhere.
I thought actually the friction
no chance of getting out. No, please.
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
That's outrageous. All right.
So Brooke, back to the position thing. Should we explore this a little bit?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, Brooke, yeah. Mm-hmm. Brooke?
yeah.
Yeah, what is your position?
I like doggy style.
Well, you may be a Ubangus. You're an honorary Ubangus, I'll tell you that right now.
All right.
You only know that's my mother's maiden name. Yeah.
No, I like doggy style just because it feels better.
It feels better. So it's not some sort of experiential thing. It's how it how it feels.
Yeah, then I just get really into it, and it's easier, like role play and stuff like that.
Oh, now see, that's a whole different element. What's the role you're playing? Hey, Miss Ubangus.
Talk about that.
Okay.
It's a Civil War act. It's
I
an
know.
old family
Now
tradition.
we can do the Civil War reenacting.
What do you... Now you piqued my curiosity.
Like, I don't know. I mean, kind of like my boyfriend's very much into like the naughty schoolgirl thing.
Yeah.
You know, she has to stay after class. She gets in trouble.
Got to bend someone over a desk. Wow, Brooke.
Sister Ubangus.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, I tell you what's on the Ubangus crest.
I think I know.
It's just a spread ass cheek. Actually facing, front facing, just spread. Like you're actually using the hands pulling, and light coming out, and then on top is the Mason's pyramid.
So like this
through the light. Yeah, that's the light coming out of spread cheeks. All right, Brooke.
So
Yes.
you got the advice there. It's you get him. He's got to do what he normally has done by himself and bring you into it.
If he
so to
beats
speak.
off on his back, then you must get on top. That's where he will
or
find
else
his
have
orgasm.
him masturbate to the point where he's about to go. And
Yeah, but if you spend all your time masturbating on your back and then all of a sudden you're standing up, it's funky time. All right, Alexis, dancer, 21. Alexis,
Yes. Hi.
What's up? What's up?
Well, I used to be a dancer for almost 2 years, and my first couple of days of dancing, I met someone and actually went out with him, and it turned really serious. And we've been on and off, kind of broke up and whatever, and basically I have really high standards as far as the kind of guys I like, and Dr. Drew, this question's kind of for you because you're a man of passion like me. I don't really like being with guys. I've been with a lot of people because I'd only been with one other person besides the guy I was dating. And
What kind of dancer were you, or are you?
exotic dancer. I was an exotic dancer.
Topless and bottomless?
Yeah, I was at a nude club, no alcohol, 18
Oh,
and up.
you're doing it at a nude club, not like a temple or something like that.
No,
So it was actual club with nude people. Okay, well that's good
Well,
because it's
wait.
not like a Cinnabon
Little
or anything at the
confusing.
airport.
No.
Okay, all right, fantastic, and not like a home for troubled kids or something like that.
No,
like a
not at
halfway
all.
house or a methadone clinic. Okay, awesome.
coming into focus.
All right, so but totally nude.
Yeah, it was like the lap dances weren't nude, just on stage.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you there for?
A year and a half. I was at almost 2 years. I was at 2 different clubs.
But you met somebody right away.
Yeah, like the first 2 to 3 days. So.
What are the two club names? Because they usually don't disappoint.
Are you sure? Can I just say?
Just say the two club names. Yeah.
Okay. Minx and Cheetahs.
What?
Minks and cheetahs. Did you ever get over to Ubangus's?
No.
All right. All right, that's good. Minx is what they do, like Minx with an X.
Yeah.
Awesome. And they, you know what they always do?
It was a really little place. It's like 10 girls tops working there.
And let me tell you what happened with strip clubs. Strip clubs there are certain businesses that were designed in certain time periods, and that's it. Like every recording studio I've ever been at, every radio station we ever go to was bad 70s ski chalet, crappy rough sawn, tongue and groove, cedar all over the place, and everything just looks like a Robert Redford movie from the mid-70s.
Right. When did the strip bars come in?
80s. Miami Vicing. Everyone, it's always neon. It's a lot of pinks and greens
Velvet and
and
stuff.
oranges. Yeah, it's super. You know those like 80s videos where the chicks have too much makeup and they look so like they're going to bite you, or just it all looks like sort of mid 80s Duran Duran porn.
Interesting.
It's sort of Duran Duran meets Miami Vice. It's always like a lot of neon and day glow, and everything's sort of, the carpet is always a sort of a day glow green and orange, sort of black lights and everything. It all looks like the buildings are all the same. Everything looks like it was built in 1986.
Interesting.
And then they don't vary at all.
So they need to come up with a new theme.
Yeah. Yeah, or at least maybe go to 87.
Right.
Start moving toward the date that we're actually at.
Right.
Although by the time you get here, it'll be 225 when you get to 205.
Of course.
But it's weird. They're all, and I guess obviously you can't just put the white Berber down. You have to have that multicolored whatever, because God knows what lands on that carpet.
But it's
and doesn't
all
show up.
it sort of harkens to some sort of 1890s brothel, purple velvet, blah blah.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's weird Florida. You know, it's not Old West velvet.
Right.
It's sort of bad day glow.
Right.
Velvet and neon.
Interesting.
And, it's sort of nauseating. You know what it all looks like? It just looks like a bad, cheesy Hawaiian cocktail. Everything just seems like the wrong color, weird. You know what I mean? All right.
Have to do something about that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what's her deal?
Alexis, you have a question? What's the question, Alexis?
Basically, he's not even a person of all that great character, and he just thinks so little of me because I did that, and I'm noticing more and more people are kind of, anyone that I've ever told about that just looks at me really bad, and I want to eventually be with a really nice guy that hasn't slept with more than one or two people, and
What happened to you that led you down that path, and why is it different now?
As far as why I quit?
No, what got you into totally new dancing?
Why didn't you see any boundaries? Why were your boundaries so sort of porous?
Well, I'm really smart. I'm going to UCSD, but it's just I was really low on money. My roommate kind of said, hey.
No.
I really don't know. I mean,
what kind of family did you come from?
I'm going to give you two choices. Either you were sexually abused, or just dad just abandoned.
And mom was
the family.
Was intrusive.
The super abandoned dad. Either he was around, he was drunk all the time, and he was always looking at stock quotes, or he just took off when you were two.
My parents are okay. It's just that they had joint custody, so I spent 1 week with my mom and 1 week with my dad, like almost my whole life. So it's kind of weird. I didn't really get to know either of them all that well.
Wow.
Well, what'd your dad do for a living? Or what does he do?
He's a mediator for the court.
And anything bad ever happened to you growing up? And how old were you lost your virginity?
I was married. I waited till I was married. I'm divorced now, obviously. I was a month before I turned 19.
That was when you lost your virginity?
Yeah.
You got married at 18?
Yes, I did.
And how was that guy?
He's great. He's such a nice guy, but I just did it for all the wrong reasons.
He's a nice guy. He couldn't tolerate it.
Right. You have to have the chaos. So what's your dad like?
My dad, he's a good guy. He's married now. He's just he was always my friend. He wasn't really...
Wasn't your dad?
Really try to punish me or anything like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not a dad.
Not coming together for us, though. Something going on.
Yeah, still needs to be things a little worse than you're portraying them to.
My mom's an alcoholic.
There we go.
That's
you're coming into focus.
All right,
now,
here we go now. Yeah. Let's get some abuse now. Let's go. A little sexual abuse.
Oh, wow.
Come on, baby.
Was your mom
a little
horrible
something.
When she was drinking, was she awful?
Yeah, she's a really successful woman, but yeah, she was really bad when she drank.
All right, well, there we go.
Any evil step dudes rolling around or bad boyfriends on mom's side?
No, my mom didn't really date.
Just preoccupied.
But the alcoholic.
Yeah, I was at home a lot by myself.
All right.
Latchkey, abandoned, alcoholic, abusive mom. It starts to add up.
Yeah, we're making a case.
Wow.
So here's the thing, Alexis. Whatever guys you meet, don't give them the whole talk about the exotic, dancing over at Minks and Cheetahs.
Yeah, if you've changed since those times, you now have boundaries. Maybe you've had some therapy or something, and you actually perceive boundaries, and you understand why that doesn't feel like such a great idea to go out and do those things because you're short on cash.
Don't tell any new guys about your past. You don't have to. It's look.
But make sure she's changed, that she does actually see boundaries now.
But here's the thing: you not telling people about stuff you did before you met them is not harboring secrets, unless you have a venereal disease or something. Then you have to say something. Whatever you did in the past is your business.
First of all, get rid of this guy you're with. You've got to get rid of this
guy. And then the next thing is don't plan on finding a guy who's had 1.5 or under sex partners, especially as he gets into his mid-20s.
Yeah,
you're going to have a social retard.
Yeah.
As long as he can be faithful and he's a good guy, then he's a good guy. Yeah. All right, let's take a break.
Still,
just want to say hi to Gustavo. I had a great uncle, Gustavo Ubangus. too, so it just reminded me. Gustavo?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Let's take ourselves a little break. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Yeah, everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Next week, Bobby Brown may be in here. Dag in here tomorrow night.
Nice.
I know him as my main man. You guys know him as David Allen Greer. Rob Zombie's coming up.
Hoping for Bobby Brown.
Be awesome.
He's scheduled.
He's scheduled and sketchy. Who we talking to, Drew?
Mike.
Mike, you're 22.
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
What's up?
Well, basically, I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years. In the last 2 years, I've kind of been, browsing online, looking at porn and whatnot, and I came across a transsexual website. And I'm kind of sexually interested in transsexuals, I guess. So I'm just curious if I should question my sexuality. If it's
Well, you're interested in it.
Yeah.
My interest,
Mike's, yeah.
Well, what's your history? You got some abuse stuff going on?
No, I never knew my dad until he was dead. And basically, I guess he turned out to be homosexual.
That's got to be a rough introduction, too, by the way. Mike, this is your deceased gay dad. Hi, Dad. And he shakes his hand, his arm falls off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very vivid.
Yeah, very vivid.
Tough introduction.
Very difficult. So, Mike, here's the thing about this. I don't think it makes you gay, per se. There are a few things that we know, such as cross-dressing or perhaps being attracted to certain people, that sound gay, that society makes gay, but doesn't necessarily make you gay. Like cross-dressing guys, I don't even know what percentage of them are gay, but it's not even really that high percentage, is it?
And this tranny thing is not about sexual orientation so much as...
It makes you effed up. Yes. I don't think it makes you gay.
It makes you a little confused about what's attracting you. And that usually means some trauma early on because the things that are terrorizing in childhood become sources of attraction later.
Okay.
And Mike? We lost him.
No, I'm
you there?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right,
well, as far as I know, I didn't have any sexual abuse or anything. Nothing that I can remember. Or
were you exposed to pornography at a young age?
No, I mean the random, check the videotape in the mom's VCR and, find something like that. But
How old were you when that happened?
It's probably like 13, 14.
No.
Some people, too, I'm going to hang up because I'm getting my feedback. Some people have a crazy curiosity when it comes to all things that seem that make no sense to sane people. And for me, it's those sort of, hey man, there's a videotape of a guy being eaten by an ostrich.
Yeah,
it's awesome. He's like, it's not really a guy. He's like a 13-year-old kid, but he's killed, man. He gets hit by a train. He gets sucked in the inlet of a jet.
There's
There's
and
sort of morbid curiosity. I really don't want to see that.
But then what it becomes sexual to people. My experience has been when people have weird sexual sort of preoccupations, there's usually a little smattering of addiction there. Like they need high levels of arousal to feel sexual, and I don't know if that's because their reward system has been dialed in by drugs. That's asking him if he's
all right. But then what about those guys? Like, people do that. Come here, the computer. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
This chick, man, when she has an orgasm, crap comes out of her. It's like, I got enough trouble beating off just from fear factor. I don't need to add this to my. I don't need another thing in my hopper. I don't need to see anyone get run over by commuter trains. I don't see a guy get his leg amputated with a chainsaw.
I don't
need some chick who defecates when she. You know what I mean?
But let's ask Mike, because that's the arousal thing is an addict thing, and then to sort of need more is something that happens when you've been addicted.
Mike?
Yes.
You got the addict thing?
Well, I mean, yeah, I masturbate pretty much.
No, I don't mean masturbation. I mean you've been addicted to a drug.
Not addicted. No, I messed around a little bit, but nothing that,
Is it in your family? Is there alcoholism or anything in your family?
Alcoholism, yes.
Yeah. So see, I usually see this go along with the alcoholism thing.
All right.
And so,
All right, so here's the thing, Mike. I don't think you're gay, and I don't think you're anything, but you're on the cusp of sort of stepping into a weird world that you might get sucked into.
If he'd been sexually abused or something, we'd be saying, well, this is that. But this may just be the arousal thing that addicts get into sometimes.
Yeah.
They just get into this extreme everything, extreme sports, extreme sex. They just need that high level of arousal.
Right. Whereas I'd like to be left alone.
Indeed you do.
Even sexually. Nikita?
Yeah, hello?
21?
Yes.
What's up?
I have a question since you were talking about orgasms. When I use my vibrator, I can have, I don't know whether it's all one orgasm or whether it's a bunch over and over again, because I get, where you get to the peak, and then I have like a 2 or 3 second period in between where it's like you come down, and then I can have another orgasm, and I can do that like 40 times in a row. And I'm wondering if it's all 40. One.
No, that is you are someone who is that is what multiple orgasm is. It's repetitive, recurrent orgasms without refractoriness.
Do you this is with a guy?
No way.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Of course you can't do it with a guy.
Sorry for insulting you.
What if the guy used the vibrator?
No, because it's a certain spot, and it's different. Yeah. Every single interval it's a slightly different spot, and it's like I'm the only one who could know where it is.
Listen, I've said this many times. There is you guys are a make of car for which there's no manual. You know what I mean? Like
a car that changes morphs every day. Like,
that's what it is.
Oh, is that my car or is that my car?
Well,
wait a minute.
But here's the thing. Here's what guys are. Guys are 98% just a Taurus wagon.
Tricycle. It's too advanced.
No, I know. But here's what I'm saying. There's a manual. It's not very complicated. Right. We're all the same. There's 5% or some weird Fiat or something you can't figure. Those are the gays, really. They like the convertibles. You can't figure them out. You don't want to. But we're all very easy. You guys are as if car companies just put out one car and then broke all the molds, closed the line, and then designed another one and crapped that one out.
Every day.
There's no parts. There's no manual. We don't know. Everything's different. And it's like, on this, no, engine's in the rear. Okay. Oh, the last one I had popped the hood. No, it's the rear. Oh, but it's front wheel drive. No, rear wheel drive. No, but I had a front wheel. The stick shifts in a different place. The cigarette lighter's different. The wiper knobs are different. Everything's different on all of you.
I have a show tonight on Discovery Health Channel about orgasm, and the majority of the show is about the differences amongst the female orgasms. Yeah. And not particularly this show.
Let me say this, Drew. I'm walking.
You're done.
I'm walking.
You're done. Well, here's a different show. I actually brought in a geneticist, and what he says is the X chromosome, first of all, is huge. It's a lot of material on it.
I don't care. I'm on foot.
Hang on a second. Women have 2 X chromosomes, and the men have 1 X.
100. I got my thumb out, baby.
What makes us a man is the Y chromosome, and it's a tiny piece of genetic material. It's actually decaying. So it's making us male.
Believe me, I know these guys I hang out with can't change your own car tire.
Right. The Y chromosome is becoming. What makes us male is less and less diverse. What makes people female is a tremendously diverse genetic
because
material.
Of the XX.
Yes, and the X is a huge chromosome with lots of different material on it. The Y is essentially the same for all men, and that's what makes them men. Mm-hmm. So men come out the same, basically.
Because we have a component.
Yeah, well, it's just the man component is a very simple component.
Yeah.
While the female one is very diverse, woman to woman.
Mm-hmm. It's like if we were a dessert, we would just be ice cream, and there's sugar, and you blend it up, and there's a little different flavors and stuff, but it's all ice cream. Women, it's just desserts. You don't know if it's pastries or fingers or pie or cake or it's all something, cupcake.
Sugar from the cactus.
It's all, Mexicans, awesome. All something. It's different. Everything's different.
Yeah.
Don't even know what you're getting.
Tiramisu, Adam.
Napoleon.
Tiramisu, yeah. That's you, baby. Yeah. All right, let's take ourselves. The engineer's Michelle. She's a nice, flan. All right, let's take ourselves a break.
Let's do.
We'll be back after this.
Hello. is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Everybody, it's LoveLine. That's Dr. Drew. They sometimes go by Ace.
And we've got a blast from the past on the line here. We have Gustavo Ubangus. Old Gustavo.
Wow, but this is
Uncle Gustavo.
This is Gustavo Ubangus III. I don't believe this.
Maybe.
Yeah, some people call him Trip Ubangus. Because it's Trip.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go ahead, Trip.
Hello,
Gustavo.
Yes. How are you
What's
guys
happened?
We're good.
Yeah. What's going on?
I say about 3 years ago, I met this chick. Been dating ever since. About a month and a half ago, we broke up. But when we started dating, we started having sex, unprotected sex, and contracted an STD from her.
Okay.
And I got HPV.
Uh-huh.
And my question was, how easily susceptible is it when being involved with somebody else? I've been hesitant to get involved with somebody else, hesitant on how to bring it across to somebody else.
Did you ever have a breakout? Did you get warts?
Yeah, I ended up getting a breakout, and I had them frozen off. Went to the doctor, they fixed it, and
well, it's hard to predict. Some viruses, some wart virus sticks around for about 3 to 5 years and then goes away on its own. Others persist through time. All of them, when you have them, are highly contagious. If you have asexual encounter, you will pass it. Unless you wear a condom, that would reduce the risk rather substantially.
As well as orally, as well as vaginal?
No. You don't have it in your mouth, do you?
No,
what about receiving oral?
No, yeah, receiving oral.
Yeah, there's talk about that. I've never seen that.
How long ago did you get it?
This was 3 years ago, and pretty much, I say, within the first year that we found out we had it, that's when
was your last outbreak?
That time. So it's been 2 years since I've had an outbreak.
Drew, is there anything, not definitive, not 100%, but if he hasn't had an outbreak in a couple of years?
Yes.
First off, is there any examination that would be worth even making a trip to the doctor's office for?
Yeah, there's the thing I gave you where you pour a 1/4% acetic acid on the penis.
Quarter. That felt like 75%.
And then you look at it under what's called a Woods light, which is sort of a neon light, black light. And you can see the kind of pre-wart kinds of lesions. And at least if you had that, you're definitely contagious. If you don't have that, it mitigates against that a little bit.
Would you... I, by the way, didn't have it, thank you, and won $100 from Dr. Drew. Would you... That's the kind of confidence I have in my penis. We did on the radio.
Stunt penis.
Would you recommend that a guy like Gustavo, who's been dry for a couple of years, go in and see if he can find something?
Yeah, it would not... You could see a dermatologist and would not be a bad thing to do.
How about some vinegar and a black light?
And yeah.
Probably could,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, probably could, but he wouldn't know what he's looking for, though, is the thing.
He'd see a dingleberry.
Right.
And burn it off with a soldering iron.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other thing is you got to be wearing condoms. And realize, Gustavo, that 50% of the women you come in contact with will already have this.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Very common.
Very common. Yeah.
By the way, there's going to be a wart virus. There's going to be a vaccine for this very shortly.
No, what do I care? I'm clean, baby.
Yeah.
I hope they never come up with one.
So that
all you
thing
people
you were
I'm going to put you guys on islands.
What's that?
Suffer together.
That thing you were talking about, what's it called? What I should request?
Just see a dermatologist. Just go see a dermatologist. They'll know what to do.
Yeah. Tell them to pop out the Woods light.
Woods light, yeah.
If you get a little wood for the Woods light, that'd be nice. No? Stretch your skin out a little?
That'd be weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they ever examine erect penises for anything?
Yeah.
There's got to be something where they punch them up with something and have to take a look at them. Some weird...
Probably for when they're...
Some shot or something?
No, more like when they're like repairing after a fracture and stuff. Make sure it works.
Oh, yeah. Wow. A little test drive. Awesome. Bill?
Speaking of erect penises.
Yeah, Bill, what's up?
Adam.
Corolla. Yeah.
Hey,
Very enthusiastic.
I'm able to, this is embarrassing, go down on myself.
Oh, yeah. It's too bad. I know it's humiliating, but it's important that you be truthful when you're talking on the radio and you're calling in, waiting on hold for half an hour to announce to the world you blow yourself.
I guess my question is, does it make me gay?
Oh yeah, definitely.
This one has vexed man for many years. Jimmy and I used to get in this argument with Kevin and Bean over here on K-Rock, which is, I always claimed, and Jimmy says it doesn't make you gay. If you could detach your penis, would you give yourself oral sex, and would that make you gay? And those guys say no, but they say no, it makes you gay. They wouldn't do it. I wouldn't finish myself off, but I would definitely get myself started. But on the other hand, you never know when I'm going to pop, so I'd have to be very careful.
Oh, my God.
Very careful.
Some more they can deal with.
Yeah.
Discovery Health Channel, midnight. When the
Does
show's
that
over.
make you gay, Drew? What do you think?
No, that does not make you gay.
What if? But it makes you weird, right? Makes you something.
Yeah, it makes you weird.
Here's the whole thing about giving oral to yourself. You don't, you got to bend over in a weird way.
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah.
Can you really get at your junk?
Well, I have to sit on a mason jar and then.
There we go. Okay.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Drew, my wife and I are on your show in August. Huge fan, 10 years. Finally got through your screeners. Kudos to them. We're on your TV show. We had
in
the guys
August.
come on here and tape us, and just wanted to say thanks and good time.
Great. What'd you do on the show?
It's about the masturbation episode.
Very good.
He blew himself.
No,
All right, Bill.
Well, thanks, Bill.
Mazel tov.
In August we did that. Wow, we've been working this that long.
I mean, it airs in August.
Oh, it airs in August. Okay, got it. Okay, I think I know who Bill is.
Yeah, we're not in August.
Fantastic. Bill, thank you very much. You were very, very helpful, actually.
I'm thinking he's saying it airs in
Yeah,
August.
that makes more sense.
Drew, why do I know more
Because
about
you know
your show?
everything.
Yeah. Shelby? No, I know nothing about your show. I just know everyone's inflection, and I know what they mean.
That's what I mean.
Okay. Go ahead, Shelby. 22?
Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thanks.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, too.
Well, it's a delight to talk to you, Shelby, and an honor.
Thank you. Even though
Go
you
ahead.
bag on Portland a lot, I accept it in the way it was given. Drew, I had a question for you.
Hold on.
We don't bag on Portland, I don't think.
Bag on Portland?
We like Portland.
What have I said bad about Portland?
I don't know. But maybe back in Oregon or something.
What do I say about Portland?
Oh, just you bag on a lot of the tweakers and the meth, but I have to agree with you.
Are you sure? You maybe you're talking about Lycus or something. I don't even.
You may be right.
I never say anything about Portland, other than I'd probably like to move there one day.
Portland and Seattle we like. Anyway, what's the deal?
Question about pregnancy tests. The differences between a urinary and a blood test, the reliability. My girlfriend went in for a blood pregnancy test the day before she had gastric bypass surgery, and it came up negative. And a few weeks later, 3 weeks after the surgery, she was 6.5 weeks along.
Wow.
Whoa.
And we're not getting answers as far as, I'm sorry I had to fib to the call taker a bit, but this question has been shot down like 4 times that I've called in.
Wow. So the deal is that
the reliability of the pregnancy test.
The blood pregnancy test.
Yes.
Well, it depends on what your placenta's producing and what's, these are very accurate tests.
Well, by the way, it says on the screen false negative through blood test.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Right, but I'm more of questioning about what the effects of the surgery itself may have also had on the baby.
Yeah,
They're not giving us any answers either.
Well, they won't. What can they say? They may have had an effect. They won't know until we get through this. Maybe nothing, but it's a concern, obviously.
How has your girlfriend been losing a lot of weight?
I think she's lost about 25, 30 pounds since the surgery. But now she's so nauseous and not eating, so she's gone into starvation mode, so she's not losing any weight because of the morning sickness. She's not eating anything to give that sense of being full, so her body's stopped dropping pounds.
I'm no nutritionist or a mathematician, but if you stop eating, eventually you're going to lose weight.
Yes, absolutely.
Like I said, I don't work at a gym.
I think what he's saying is it's gone to starvation mode, so the body tries to conserve a little bit. Which it does. But listen, there's no such thing as a test that's 100%. There really is not. And so any test can have error in it, whether it's human error or actually error in the assay. And pregnancy tests, they can be false negatives and false positives. It happens. Rare, but it happens.
Take a break. We'll be right back.
Here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Dagaroni in tomorrow night.
And please don't forget Discovery Health Channel right now.
Dag, one of the greatest living black comedians currently working the scene, you know. So he'll be in tomorrow night. There you go.
There he is.
And until next time, this is Adam Kroll for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Here's the deal. Don't get the guy pregnant and then, don't get you pregnant. Don't let the guy...
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.